So another thing which I want to tell is let's try insert and let's have the option of list, which we've done that, but I want to do that one more time. So I say list, and I will combine. I will put this list over here, and now I say form control, and I say format control. In the format control, I have to mention the input range and the cell link which I want to use. But please remember, the main aim of list box was to show you the list of certain values. But please remember, whenever we are using certain values, there has to be some more logic into that, because it may be a scenario where you want to get those numbers in the list, but you may also want to highlight the position of that list, of a number in a list. So that also can be done when we can use the index function in the list option. So for that, I have these two boxes, two bars over here. In the very first bar, I will mention the input range. Now I can mention any list of the numbers which I want to highlight in this particular box, right? So for example, I write this particular list over here, starting from A1 to A7. And in cell link, I have to actually highlight the let me say okay as of now, and then I'll put the function over there, because in G1 cell, the G1 cell is the same cell which I have written in the cell link. I will have to write the index function over there to actually fetch the position of the value that is there in the list of the numbers. So let me just press OK, and then I will write that function over here. So if I say OK, you will see that if the list has come over here, so it has 1 2 3 4 12 6 and 7, and actually in G1 there it is not showing anything because I haven't written any function over there. So if I write the function like index, I say the same list range, comma, then I say any place where I want to highlight that particular number. Let me write randomly G2, right? So when I write okay, doesn't really matter. So if I mention this over here, no, I'm going to write G1 over here. Okay, now it is okay. So you will see that as in when I place my cursor on 1, it is showing me the first position. But if I place my cursor on 7th, you will see that this particular point, will change. So earlier it was 1, now it is 7. The only application of this which I can think of is that when you want to highlight the position of the value that you're highlighting in the list box. So that you can also do in the form control. So it is not a, see, earlier when we were not having this index function, it was only giving us the values in the list box, right? But when I've related that with the index function, I can also get the position of that value from the list of the numbers which I have got in the form control. Now let me do one more thing. I want to do something else. So I say I want to now resize this particular box. So when I resize it, this will automatically act as a scroll bar. See, if I reduce it further, see earlier if you notice the numbers were well within the range of the box, so there was no need to have the scroll bar. But if I just reduce it further, you will see that this scroll bar will be activated like this. I can easily go up, I can easily go down, and I can easily have the values over here with the scroll bar over here. The scroll bar option is also there in the list box that you can easily do by resizing the box. I cut it. I have to paste it again. So I can resize that. So when the numbers are well within the range, you will see that that scroll bar will not appear because there is actually no need of that, right? So when I have more numbers over here and the size of box is small, the same box will work like the scroll box. So that is one thing which I wanted to tell. Another thing which we can do is we can also use the combo box. So let me insert the combo box here. So I say insert. I go to the combo box option. The combo box option, I believe, is the second option after button command. So I simply make a box over here, and you can see very well see the difference between the list box and the combo box. The list box was simple box where you can have the values. This is also similar to list box only, but with a difference. So let's do something. Let's right click the mouse and get the form control and write the input range and the cell link over here. So the input range, I would want to have it as, let's keep it same for the time being. And I will keep it as from 8 to 7. And the cell link I want to give as, there I want to highlight the uh, position of the value. So if I just say any, I will have to write the index function over here just to highlight that value. And I say okay to that now. Now, if I click on this box, you will see that it will now show me the drop down box, which was not the case on the list box. In the list box, the whole list will come. Let me make it a bit small so that you can see. You can see now also, but I suppose it is too big. So let me just resize it so that it looks better. So now when I click on this arrow, it will actually show me all the values which we have in the A1 to A7. And from that list, I can select any. So if I select 3, it is actually showing me the second position of this number, third, right? So wait, let me just check the range that I gave. The range I gave was from A2. That is why it is actually taking the third value and showing me the second position of a third value. It should have shown me the third position, but since the range is starting from A2, it is taking 2 number in the A column as the first number. But that's okay. I can change that. If I go here, I can make this as 1, and then this will change to that number. So if I now click on this, and if I select 1, that value will change to the first position. Similarly, if I change this to 7, this will change to the 7th position. If I change this to 12, it will show me the 5th position of this particular value. So the only difference between the combo box and the list box is that in the list box, you have the option of the scroll bar. You can easily resize it to have the option of the scroll bar, like I did that earlier. So I can easily have that. So it will scroll down and up depending on the option of the values which I have to select. But in case of the combo box, it will only show you one simple box only with one number at a time, and you have the arrow of selecting the values from the list of values that you have given over there in the input range. All right. So combo box will give you the drop down menu option. From that options, you can select any one, and at a time, this will show you the one value in the combo box. In the list box, it will show you all values in one go. So depending on the application, for example, sometime you must be using this option, when you have to highlight your birthday in any site when you are, registering. So they give you the option of selecting the date or any number. So there is a separate this combo box for the date, month, and the year. So when we go to the date option, it will actually give you the option of selecting from any, maybe 1 to 10, 1 to 9, or maybe could be any selection you can make. In a similar manner, we have the same selection for the selection of month or year. So likewise, we have application over there. We have another application where we want to actually select only one value for the interest rate in a bank, and then we want to see the how much amount we're going to get if we select this particular amount as the tax rate or as the interest rate. Then another option we have is we want to select the when we are playing games, we have certain video games which actually use these concepts. So when we are playing with the number games, we can actually see the application of the combo box there in the video games also, where they are actually playing the number games to teach us more about the numerical techniques. Another application I see over here is again usage in of combo box in certain, you can say, experiments that we can do. So there are a lot of applications of combo box and list box, but certainly now you see the difference between the two. So accordingly, you have to apply them. So we have done. Let me write